and welcome to the Tabletop Church. I'm your pastor, Pastor Game Master. Yes, I am a real pastor, and for 17 years I have been a real game master, and yes, I am the man that ate Jonathan Frakes. Now that we have that out of the way, what we talk about here on this channel is a little bit of everything. Gaming, gaming news, gaming recipes, religion, theology. I am a Christian. I am a Christian pastor. I believe that denominations themselves are unbiblical. So, be that as it will. But I dedicate my life to studying cross-cultural religions and getting rid of myths that pop culture has made people, including very devout Christians, believe about Christianity. So, I will be separating out my videos and content so that some things will be focused very heavily on theology and other things will be focused solely or only exclusively, really close. As a pastor, everything comes back to theology a bit, but when you really get down to what the Bible says, it's not about jamming it down people's throats. So, people that come here, whether you're curious about faith or not, let's explore our other hobbies together and let's just form a community. In fact, right now, let's roll for initiative. 19. Fantastic. I know, not great for the players, but for the GMs, which, let's just say we're all GMs right now. We're all GMs of our own life, right? So, take your initiative. What are you going to do with it? Is it low? Is it high? But what are you going to do with it? You have a day. You have the next moments. Build community instead of tearing things down. Let's go through and do that for this week. In fact, everybody, you should have your favorite dice laying around. Maybe not a favorite. Maybe it's like children for some people out there, the real dice goblins, right? They may have, a couple sets. But get your emotional support die, right? A D20, whatever it is. Maybe it's a D100. Maybe you really like different systems. Maybe you got 4 D6s that are your favorite. But get some as emotional support die. Roll off, right? And just face whatever you got to face. All right? Because you're not alone. All right? As long as you're seated at my table, as long as you're one of my players, we're going through all this together. It's our adventure. It's our campaign. Right? Even if we don't write the adventure module. So, this is a smattering of everything we'll be doing. And I want you to get to know me. And I want to get to know you. So in the comments, be kind. All right? I know we're on the internet. But be kind. Right? Form a community and let's hear what y'all want to hear about. Do you want to hear about gaming news? TTRPG, I have miniature painting. I do 3D printing. This is all 15 millimeter scale. I've done VTTs. Do you like VTTs? I used to have a TV in this table and did everything virtual. I missed the real feel of minis and maps and scales, so I went back to the classic. I'm developing currently my own gaming system because D&D didn't have enough realism. And I mean that not in like a fantasy versus realism kind of way. I mean that in the rules that D&D were built around are fantastic, but they really limit player freedom. I don't feel like my actions affect the world, and I don't feel like the world truly shapes my actions. I know what's expected of my class and my character, so I do what the world expects me to do. So I'm making my own gaming system. We do have it on Kickstarter and some things that'll be down below. I don't like self-promotion. I don't like a whole lot of that stuff. So you're not going to hear a lot of that, but I do want to bring it up because I am doing my own gaming system called Mythic with an IQ, MYTHIQ. And anybody that wants to go through and get on that, it is going to be really fun. It's going to be skill based, and on how you interact with the world builds your skills. So it's not so much class based. It's not really, there's archetypes, but it's not a core thing, right? The core system itself is a set of rules for GMs to make realistic worlds and encounters and make things feel real again, make things have weight again. So if that's your style, I know some people really like the power play that D&D has. That's fine, but tell me in the comments what you want to hear me talk about. My gaming group will be meeting up again, and we will actually show this table in action if that's something y'all would like to actually see edited down D&D sessions with a professional DM. You know, Piles of Shame. It's a terrible name for it. Not everything's painted, not everything's put together, but that's alright. Why should we be shameful? Are we getting people over? Are we inviting people? Are we hosting? Are we just playing? What's the rush? Whose time frame are you on? I just wanted to share with you the progress I've made on painting my tabletop and my minis. Wow, that is super dark and probably terrible audio, but hey, you know, just want to take a little bit of a pause for the cause here to show you how that's working out. I got the roofs done, I got most of the accent done, detail still needs to be done. I got these guys trapped under rocks because that's just fun. 15 millimeter on a Ender 3 V3 Plus with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. So people will say it can't be done. I am the ultimate. I mean, not the ultimate. That's really terrible to say. That is super dark. I know I could just turn on the lights, right? But then I lose my ambiance. What would my ambiance do? Oh no! Anyways. So, this segment is about crafting. And I like everything about crafting. I like the painting. I like the model making. I like a bit of it all. What do you like best, right? Is there a specific... And yes, I did get these mats on Amazon. And it is on a chalkboard. And then the players don't get a chalkboard because I don't like them enough for that. I'm kidding. I love my players. I really do. I have this thing because I've worked as a emergency first responder that I say things that are really terrible because I love people so much. All right, and that's a real thing. Ask any veteran. Ask anybody who's been overseas, even as a journalist in harsh conditions, doctors, nurses. You ask any of them, you really develop kind of this weird sense of everything. I know I'm showing you everything from every angle, but that's just woo, right? I don't know. I never get to see a whole lot from directly above. So this will be fun. We will be running a 5e campaign based off of an adventure module to see if we finish that up. But I think the first campaign that we show on here might actually be bits and pieces of the playtest for the Mythic system. But I will be running 5e. We will be running Homebrew. We will be running so many things. I do not run Pathfinder off principle. I do not enjoy Pathfinder, so I do not GM it. I think that's about all we have to say for this first episode. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking a seat. And for those of you that will be back, we're going to do multiple videos, short and long form, throughout the week. Know that whatever you're going through, you're not going through it alone. I'm Pastor Game Master, and I am lucky to be your Game Master.